This is part 2 of looking at our pool to pond program. The ponds we've seen already, they show the diversity that can be achieved by people with a little bit of imagination, cheap and cheery landscaping. Now, we're going to continue this so that you can get the full gamut to understand if you want to turn your pool into a pond, it's a really normal thing that can have fantastic results. The pool to pond works on so many levels. You're saving electricity, you're not using chemicals, you're attracting wildlife, you're also sort of really working with existing wildlife. So the Ku-ring-gai Council program Wild Things, it hands out beehives and it helps people turn their pools into ponds. These two work together. There's a beautiful synergy between the two programs. Bees in a wild situation would often love to live in a dead tree close to water. Well, this it's not a dead tree, but it's effectively providing the same space that a dead tree would have, right next to water. Hi Wendy, we're at your place and you've turned your pool into a pond. I think a lot of people, when they see a pond like this, they'd be thinking, this is so spectacular, I could never do it. It's just way beyond my ability. Now, for example, there's an island. No one would know it's an island, but in the middle there is an island, isn't there?
Yes.
What is the foundation of that island?
It's just those breeze blocks.
$200-300, you've got an island.
That's right, it's just breeze blocks and then some sandstone on, which goes into the water so the frogs can climb out, and that's all it is.
We have seen a pond with a floating island. Well, this is a little bit different. This is your solid island, but it just shows you're only limited by your imagination. If you use your mind a little bit and you're creative like you obviously are, you can do something very special.
You can, you just look
around.
What
are the highlights for you of your landscaping?
I think it's the idea that it's natural, really. The whole idea that there's trees everywhere. We're very lucky because we have big trees, and there's trees all around it, and it's just like a little oasis in a bush.
How long is it since you started?
Peter, I think it must be about 6 years.
How long did it take before it started looking really good?
Only about 2 years.
2 years?
Yeah. As soon as we started to put things in, it started to look good, but it really looked fabulous after about 2 years.
I think that's one of the things about this program. You have to manage expectations, because a lot of people seem to think we'll work hard one weekend and it's just all going to come together. So 18 months, 2 years, I reckon that's a reasonable time frame. So your electricity bill, what was the effect of turning your pool into a pond?
Well, we did look at that and our electricity bill was halved when we turned off that filter. That's
pretty impressive. But I noticed there is some aeration going on. Why do you aerate your pool?
That's to keep the stringweed down. We had some stringweed, and the aeration of the water keeps it clear.
So that's not a normal sort of filtery type thing, is it?
No. They're just little bubbles. And we think it helps the fish to have a bit more aeration as well, but not necessary.
Do you think it's much of a cost to running the aeration?
Oh no, hardly anything. Anything.
The water is so clear. It is so clear.
Yeah.
It is really as though we've just got a normal swimming pool that's chlorinated and everything, and we've just decided to throw some plants in just for a day because we're a movie set. But it's not like that at all, is it? This is what it's really like.
Yes, this is it. And everything's balanced. We don't actually have to do anything with the plants. They even seed themselves. The seeds fall off the plants and float around.
I've been told that plants don't grow where they're supposed to grow. Is that your experience?
Yes, it is, but then when you look at them, you go, well, that's where they are, so that's where they're supposed to be.
Well, what about frogs? A lot of people have issues with frogs. Some people love them, some people hate them. What's your feeling about frogs?
We really love frogs. After a couple of years, a couple of summers, because it doesn't go, they're not there and they're not breeding in the winter, they kind of got themselves more into equilibrium and you didn't hear them. There weren't so many of them. I suspect it's because other predators arrived, like the water dragons and the kookaburras and the owls. And I think the whole system
because it really is an ecosystem, isn't it? So
it is.
Once something's a bit out of balance, bang, in comes something to fix it. I know from the mosquito experts that mosquitoes shouldn't be a problem. What's your experience after 6 years?
I've never ever seen a mosquito wriggler in there, never ever.
It is very special. In the middle of Roseville, really, how many k's are you from the centre of Sydney?
Not very many. It takes 20 minutes in the train.
10, 15 kilometres, and we have this. Is there any city in the world that wouldn't kill to have this sort of situation.
I know. We live in paradise.
Well, thanks, Wendy. Is there anything you just want to put out there?
It really is one of the best things we've ever done. It's just fantastic. And it's good fun because you meet other people who have ponds.
Oh, well, thanks, Wendy.
Are we done?
Yes, I believe we're done.
I can stop babbling
we can
on.
stop babbling. No, that was good babble, though. Thanks for watching Envirotube. Hope you enjoyed it.